Hello again, everyone. Performance and Effectiveness Coach Keith Young here of Inner Game Magic, back once again for another Life Changers conversation. Today I'd like to talk about and have a conversation about 4 simple ways that you can master your mind even if you're lost. First, let me start with a question though. Do you know that your mind is not currently under your control? If you have not purposely taken control of your mind, then you're going to be like a ship without a rudder, being tossed in every direction by the current and the wind, and not knowing where your destination is or even if you have a purpose. When you do not know how to master your mind and your thoughts, then your life is going to be a mixed bag of good and bad, where it could be just one bag of all good. That is why mastering your mind is crucial to your happiness and success in your life. I bet that you didn't know that any changes you make in your life can easily be sabotaged. As a performance and effectiveness coach to a lot of people over the years, I have seen people who did not take any kind of advice whatsoever to work on their subconscious mind from an emotional level, only to find themselves right back in the same old patterns and behaviors and problems that they originally had. They usually bounce back into that trap of their subconscious mind and all those negative beliefs and thoughts. The good news is this can easily be avoided. Now, if you have followed me for any length of time, you know what I teach, and I teach that we have 2 minds. You have your conscious mind, which is where your decisions are made, and this is where your logic and rational decisions are made, as well as critical thinking, and this is also your analytical mind. Now, your subconscious mind, which is your habitual mind, and it also helps keep your breathing and your heartbeat going, this is also where all those negative beliefs and thoughts are stored, and it will attempt to keep you exactly where you are because it believes it's keeping you safe. It's one of the things that the subconscious mind does. Think of it this way. Your subconscious mind is like an overly protective mother who doesn't want you to grow up at all, but just remain the same. So if you continually let your subconscious mind run the show, which it does 90% of the time, you don't take steps in order to remove those negative thoughts and beliefs, then you will stay stuck in your life exactly where you are right now and will be very restricted by the confines of your own mind. If you don't take the reins now of your own mind, nothing ever will change in your life. Now, I've been a student of the mind for a long, long time, and I have some exciting things to share with you to stop all these negative beliefs and change the cycle once and for all. So if you are ready to finally jump off that treadmill and track you're on called the typical life and be open-minded enough to learn a few points on how to master your mind, well, let me put it this way. If you're not open-minded enough, then just stop the video right now and go back to your life. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you choose to do. But if you're ready to learn some new things to master your mind, hold on to your seat. Let's go. The number 1 thing is to think again. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? You need to know how to think, not just what to think. When you know how to think in order to evoke the correct feeling or vibration, then you will easily gain control of your mind. Now, I know there's many, many programs out of there that tell you what to think, but what they don't take into consideration is your own powerful feelings and the way you look at life and the world through your own personal lens, which causes these feelings, and these feelings create a vibration. Now, you can say all the affirmations that you want all day long, but if you don't believe the affirmation, nothing is going to change. You have to find a way to remove those old negative beliefs that you hold onto inside of your subconscious and replace them with the new positive feelings and positive thoughts. That may sound a little complicated, really isn't. Now, once you remove those negative beliefs, your options then will open up to you immediately. Think of it like a multiple choice quiz. And out of all the answers available to you, now you can choose. That's right, you choose. Plus, there's always a positive option available. Does that sound good? You should learn how to correctly use the gifts of your mind. Our minds are so powerful, especially when they're working together with your subconscious mind. When you have your two minds working together instead of constantly butting heads and fighting against one another, you become unstoppable. So there's a wrong way and a right way to use the power of your mind. Let me show you the right way and the easy way. Number 2 is to make it stick and be permanent. You want to make your changes stick and become permanent. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time because you slip right back into those same old patterns and habits. Einstein once said that you cannot fix a problem with the same mind that created it. You have to go to the emotional level where the problem was created in order to fix it. If you only change your conscious mind, nothing will change. It is just as simple as that. The change must take place in the subconscious level. So in order to ensure any kind of permanent change that will stick with you, you have to start with changing the beliefs about yourself, and those beliefs are locked in a file and safely stored within your subconscious mind. Remember that your subconscious mind is a safety device, keeping you safe and comfortable where you are right now. Now, it's just not about changing those beliefs and thoughts, but replacing them. Do you know the game Jenga that's been around for years, and the object is to remove these blocks within this tower of blocks? And when you start to remove these blocks, the tower becomes a little bit unstable until it becomes so unstable that it completely collapses. I do love that game. The same can be said about your subconscious mind. You can't simply remove the negative thought because you need a new thought or belief to replace the old one. That way it makes your tower stable again. The new thought is your opportunity to create a strong and positive belief. And with strong positive beliefs comes the permanent positive changes. So number 3 is, let's take a leap of faith. Start to learn to think for yourself. If you do not think for yourself, then by default you are living your life based upon what others think is best for you. There's an old saying that says, if you don't steer the boat, someone else will. If you are one of those people that is living your life based upon what other people want for you instead of what you truly want for your life, then you really aren't living the life that is meant for you and intended for you to live. Start taking control of your life and thinking for yourself. Now, your gut instinct is that inner feeling when you just know you want something. That is the real you doing everything it can to send a message to yourself about your true desires. It's time to start following that gut and letting your inner voice getting louder and louder, and to direct you on the path where you want to go and not someone else. Start to believe in yourself and know that once you are on your path, the universe will also get on board and support you in everything you do. And lastly, and the 4th thing, is to track your progress. And this is probably the easiest one, because if you remember when you were back in grade school, you started learning history. It was a great reason. There was a great reason to learn history, because history repeats itself. What it really is a subject of awareness. If you don't know where you've been, you can't know where you're going. Let's take this a step further. If you do not know where you are right now in your life, then how can you plan your path to where you want to go? Any goal in life, you have to have a clear vision of what it is. When you have that vision of what it is and about the life that you want, and you know exactly where you are in life right now, then you will be able to track your progress with no problem. Just like your GPS and mapping out where you want to go, you need a point A and a point B. You couldn't do this unless you knew your starting point, which is A. And the fact is, unless you know where point B is, your destination or your goal, how could you map out how to get there? So you need both points, a starting point and an end point. So in order to keep track of your progress, you must know where you are and where you want to go. This is how you will know with 100% accuracy when you've gotten there or if you're off course. Then it's time to celebrate. Once you've arrived, celebrate because you've earned it. Many of my clients skip the celebration part and they rob themselves in the amazing joy of arriving at achieving a goal and arriving at a destination. So make sure you celebrate. So use these 4 simple ways to start your master your mind. If you start to use these tips, you will see a change in your life. If you want to really kick this up a notch and gain mastery over your mind and start your journey to live a happier and more fulfilling life, then it's time to fully master your inner game. I'm talking about the next level of harnessing your mind, where you want to go and beyond. This is what I do for my clients, is to help them get to that next level. You can only achieve mastery of your mind by really revamping your inner game. And if you choose to ever decide to do that, I would love to be able to help you with that. So you can always just go to my website below and schedule a free consultation with me. So until then, I hope this has helped you gain a little bit of clarity on how to improve your life and to start to achieve the lifestyle that you've always wanted to live. And as always, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. It's time to create the best life possible. Wishing you much abundance and prosperity. Until the next time.